Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live and welcome to Spring Break 2024. Actually today I'm here with Entergy and we're going to talk a little bit about the expansion that's going on. A lot of y'all seen the new substations going in, new composite telephone poles going in. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on, how the schedule's going, and what the future holds for Bolivar Peninsula with the upgrades Entergy's doing. But first, we're going to talk about the secret phrase giveaway. Today's the first day of Spring Break 2024. I want to welcome everyone down, and if you're on your way down, I welcome you to our 27 miles of paradise. Now, at the end of this show, I'm going to give you a secret phrase, and you find the Bolivar Live truck on the beach. Give the driver this secret phrase, and we're giving away one hard-sided cooler every day this week filled with goodies. T-shirts, koozies, tumblers, gift certificates. You never know what's going to be inside, but you're also going to get a boogie board. So let's talk about Entergy. Y'all are stepping up. You're doing a giant expansion down here. How's it going, and what's it going to do for the peninsula?
Well, thanks for having us this morning. This is a great project that we have, improving the reliability of the Bolivar Peninsula. It will double the load serving capability in an area where it's kind of geographically challenging to get electricity to.
On houses and on power.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to add 2 new substations on the peninsula, and then we're upgrading the 2 existing ones on the substation, 4 new transformers. That will double the load serving capability on the peninsula. And then we're also building additional 25 miles of 34.5 express feeder that will allow us to install a self-healing network.
So it'll be like a looping network, sort of. So one area used to be when the power went out at Sandy Shores, the whole peninsula was out. This is actually going to be able to pass up the trouble area and backfeed it in so that only that isolated area is out.
That's exactly right. The equipment will be able to identify the fault areas by itself in seconds and minimize the impact to the number of people and the duration of the impact of being without power now. That doesn't mean that it's going to be 100% no outages, but it will minimize the impact to the number of people and the length of duration.
I actually thought about moving to High Island so that when power went out, I was the first one to come back on, because I'm in Port Bolivar and usually I'm the last one to come on. So I want to ask about the composite poles. They're neat looking, and talking to some of my buddies that do Entergy work other areas, they said a lot of people are going to composite poles now. What was y'all's theory behind doing that? Is it reliability and strength?
Yes, it is a engineered solution. They're very lightweight, which means they're very easy to install, but they're also very durable. They're rated at over 150 mile an hour for hurricane winds. So we expect them to stand up to the toughest of storms that we see.
Great, great. And I know they're doing, how about scheduling? Y'all hit the ground running at the substation there by the big store, and everyone's seen it. And then you moved down and started the one in Port Bolivar, and it's actually going great balls of fire too. How's the scheduling on getting everything together? Is it still working towards a schedule that you had already set up?
Yep, so it is construction, so you have hiccups here and there, but we are on schedule for what we had planned. The substation work is all scheduled to be done by the end of the second quarter this year. The distribution line it's a long way to go, 25 miles, but that is scheduled to be done by early 2025.
2025. So when do you think the whole operation will be in full service? First of 2025?
And so when we have Palms and Port Bolivar, the new substations, that will give us additional load serving capability. But to get the whole benefits of the whole project, like the self-healing network, et cetera, we have to have the new distribution line in. So that'll be early 2025.
Great. Is some of this line, Jim and I were talking earlier, you're actually doing some underground. But is it because of the area that it's in?
Right. So underground is more expensive than overhead. And so we're being cost effective about where we're strategically using underground versus overhead.
Cool, cool. Well, you've seen a lot of the work going on, and so make sure if you're on Highway 87, these guys actually putting their life on the line, putting some of these poles in, wading water. Make sure you heed caution whenever you see the signs and see the guys there. Move to the center lane and give them plenty of room, because we don't need any accidents or any offset down here. Another thing, we've had some line breaks, some power outages over the last month and a half. By the golf course, we had lines break, and Entergy was quick to get them back up. In fact, I think it was quicker than what they really said. But we've had some trouble with Sandy Shores. Where do y'all stand on that now?
So right now, David, our substation crews are monitoring Sandy Shores on a daily basis. They're sampling the oil inside the transformer and making sure that it stays at acceptable levels. They're also working on a temporary solution with a mobile transformer to put in place down there in the interim while they make longer term repairs. But as of now, Sandy Shores substation is up and running and in service.
Okay, great, great. Well, I want to thank Entergy for everything they're doing down here for the upgrade. They've actually been having some meetings, I believe every quarter, where we get to eat some food too, some free lunch. Keeping some of the business owners up to date. And, you know, one of the biggest things down here is communication, and they've started doing a little bit different style of communication to keep everyone informed. And we're going to try and have them back maybe towards the end of the summer and get an update on what's happening on this massive expansion project to make sure we have the power down here that we need. So guys, thanks for joining us today. Any last words of wisdom? No?
We also have our folks down here today doing a volunteer cleanup event down at the end of the peninsula off Frenchtown Road. We've got Jim and some of his folks, as well as the contractors that are involved in the actual building of the project. We're going to take a little bit of time this morning to help clean up and improve the area.
Well, and I want to say thanks too. Y'all did a big grant at Christmas time, and I was involved with that a little bit. And so I want to thank Entergy for putting back into the community like y'all are, because that really made some awesome Christmases for some families down here on Bolivar Peninsula, and gave some presents to some kids that might not have had it. But I can tell you there were a lot of bikes around here. So
wonderful. Glad to hear that.
Now we're going to talk about the secret phrase for today. Find the Bolivar Live truck on the beach and give them this secret phrase. I love spring break on Bolivar Peninsula. The first person to find the Bolivar Live truck on the beach today is going to win a RTIC hard-sided cooler filled with goodies, and you never know, there may be cash or gift certificates inside. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.